don't you think? What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. So this is my version of like zipper Pennywise. So you're first gonna want to have a zipper, of course. I got this at Michael's. I cut the sides. It was cheap. This is spirit gum. It's a gum that kind of actors use to put on hair pieces as well. So it's gonna be pretty safe to put on your face, but you're gonna want to lather that on all over the zipper. And what I'm gonna be doing, you could do it however you want. I'm going to be placing the zipper where I want it, and it's gonna leave that residue of the glue so I can add more glue directly on my face. I feel like it just sticks better. And of course, before you apply the actual zipper, you're gonna wanna make sure that the glue that you're applying is tacky. Also pressing down on the zipper to make sure it holds. Now I'm taking the same spirit gum and drawing Pennywise's famous little lines. This is going to help stick the little tissue papers that I have that I'm going to be putting on top of this, and it's a good guide as well. So just apply that to your cheek area and then above your eyebrow. I use tissue paper. I just cut out little pieces. I kind of measured beforehand. We're going to be layering this about 4 to 5 times to kind of get the deepness that we want when we cut into this. So after you apply the first little tissue on that area, you're going to want to apply latex and get like a little sponge brush like that, and just kind of apply a thick coat on top of the areas where you put the tissue. Now this is optional, but I really wanted this Pennywise to be really grungy, and the real Pennywise is grungy and he has a lot of texture as well on his face. So I applied the latex all over the eyebrow area, that little part that you see by the zipper top. And yeah, as you can see, again, I'm just applying layer after layer. I did about 4 to 5 layers. Just more latex on top of that. So you're going to want to give it like 10 minutes to let that dry down, and then once it's dry, you're going to want to take white paint. This is a water activated paint, and I'm just taking a concealer brush and painting that whole inside area inside that zipper, making it white. Once you're happy with how the white looks, again, it's kind of distressed like Pennywise, you're going to want to take a red lipstick, a red paint color, or anything you want. I'm using the Milani's Amore matte liquid lip. I'm using this just because it kind of gives that effect of like crinkliness, if that makes sense. If you don't want that on the nose, I suggest not applying the white face paint over the nose, just the red directly on the nose. Here I decided I wanted a little bit more depth, so I took a black lipstick. This one's by Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and I just applied it to the corners of my lips on the outer corners, and then applied more liquid lipstick over that to help kind of blend that out. And you do not have to be super precise with this because we are going to be blending it up, and with the lips, we're going to be actually applying some like splattered blood. So I'm taking just a regular blending brush while the liquid lipstick is still just a little bit wet and kind of blending the nose up how Pennywise originally has it. Here I'm taking scissors. Please be very careful during this area. It kind of scared me, to be honest, doing this on myself, but just make a little incision where you can start cutting that line, because we're going to make it look like he actually has cuts where those little famous lines are. Done making little cuts in the areas where we applied the latex and tissue, you're going to want to take a small little painting brush and dip into the black paint. You are going to want to paint inside of those cuts this black color because it's going to give it a lot of depth and definition to make it look like a real cut. Right here I noticed that I actually wanted to cut a little bit of the latex away so the cut can actually show through. So I'm just doing that before I finish the painting. Once you're done filling in the black area, you're going to want to take the same brush. This is kind of like a deep red, and I'm mixing it with an actual red color. And you're just gonna kind of lather that in the cut as well. It's okay, you don't have to be really perfect with this because you kind of want some color on the outside of the cut as well. Yes, now for my favorite part, you're gonna want to take fake blood. You could actually make some too. I don't know what the recipe is, but Google it, it'll show you the recipes for fake blood. This one is really cheap, so I don't recommend getting this brand. But you're gonna want to take the same painting brush, dip into the fake blood, and kind of again lather the fake blood in that cut. And I'm taking just this sponge brush and taking a little bit of that blood and kind of applying that to the outside of the cut to make it look a little bit splattered like. Now I'm taking just an eyeshadow primer. This is the MAC Soft Ochre, and applying that all over my lid. Then I'm picking up a blending brush, dipping into a black color. You can use any black eyeshadow you have. And we're gonna give ourselves a smoky eye. It's not gonna be as perfect as the other eye. What is it, my left eye? Yeah, so we're just gonna smoke the black out. It's okay, you don't have to be perfect because, I mean, it's Pennywise. He's not perfect, is he? No. After you're done blending that out, you're gonna wanna take a flat brush. I'm dipping into the color Saffron with the Huda Beauty palette and giving him just a little pop of color, you know, because the other side has red too. I just wanted to make it a little bit similar, so feel free to do this or just all black, whatever you feel. I'm also taking the same red and kind of sweeping it under my eye as well. And then I'm going to pick up the same blending brush with the black and add a little bit more black, and I'm also adding some more under my eye, as you can see. Now I'm going to be dipping into the same palette using the, I think it's the color Musk. I don't know, it's a light, very light tan color, and also mixing it with the black color I used and kind of adding some shading beneath that zipper part onto the white paint to kind of give it more depth. I feel like this part is kind of crucial. You can take your time blending. I kind of rushed through this, but it really helps make it look more realistic. Like there's an actual other alter ego under there. Once you are finished shading and you're happy with it, you're going to want to pick up a pencil brush or just a smaller brush so we can draw Pennywise's thin eyebrow. You can go all out and cover your brows and do it that way, but it's fine. It looks fine. You can also add more paint onto the neck. But now I'm going to be taking the sponge and dipping into the fake blood and applying that all over like my mouth area. This is my different kind of take on him. It's like he just got finished eating a little kid and got some blood splattered. It's creepy, right? Yeah, well, that's what Halloween is for. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I had a blast filming it and editing it and everything like that. But yeah, so please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, please. And have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye.